And tonight's your last chance to see a supermoon this year. The next one won't appear until November next year. The Beaver Moon is the fourth supermoon of 2024.
Hello there. Once again, morning fog could be an issue for some, but the weather story is on the change as we head into the weekend.
And a bit more sunshine today across southern areas compared with yesterday, a bit more cloud in the north. The cloud in the north is bringing a change. Are you ready for the onset of our first spell of winter?
Beautiful sky behind you.
Good morning. Yes, good job he's done it this week rather than next week. Much coolder, but certainly today a lot of cloud, bit of patchy drizzle I think for him. A different story though further east across Scotland. This was Aberdeenshire just a short while ago by our weather watcher Welly Bobs.
I think it's going to get a bit more chilly in the next few days, Matt. I think. I mean, that looks like you're in some mountain wilderness behind you. I'm sure it's not, but it does. It's saying cold, isn't it?
Yeah, I think this picture was taken in the Northern Isles. But yes, it is going to get cold. I know it's something you don't like to hear, Naga, and I know some of you probably won't want to either. We're about to get our first proper taste of winter. Well, at least a first taster, at least, as we go into next week.
You are in for a visual treat, not just because it's Matt Taylor bringing us the weather. Hello.
It's definitely not because it's me, but it's this, isn't it? It's this. Oh, lovely weather watchers. Thank you very much, Naga. Yeah, this is Aberdeen this morning. What a stunning start. This was from our weather watcher Mercury Blue. Could get up to around 14 or 15 degrees through this afternoon.
This one behind you, a little bit misty, not so blue skies.
We've got a bit of both, actually, Naga. Very good morning to you. This is in North Yorkshire. We've got some mist and fog around at the moment, but the sunshine is starting to win through here. And in fact, across eastern and southern areas where you'll see a good deal of that through today. The mist, low cloud will last, though, across some northern and western areas where we'll see a bit more in the way of rain develop.
Anna, thank you very much. Good afternoon. There is a big change on the way. This afternoon, temperatures in the northeast of Scotland have climbed to 15 Celsius. Do not get used to that. There's something much colder on the way.
Good afternoon. This morning's cloud was really very stubborn. It didn't go anywhere very quickly. This was down in Twickenham earlier on today. You can see we've got a lot of cloud around, but slowly and surely we started to see cracks appear. So a few brighter spells, a few little glimpses of blue sky.
I can see a bit of sun behind you there, Ben, but probably not quite as much as we get if we were in Greece.
No, perhaps not. And you might well be in a holiday mood by the end of this weather forecast, Anna, because there's quite a big change on the way. You may not like it. Today, the weather, pretty quiet autumn weather, really. There's some mist and murk around, some areas of cloud, bit of sunshine, some low cloud on the top of these hills in County Durham.
Hello there. Very good evening to you. Well, after the last couple of weeks where it's been rather cloudy but also rather mild, one thing's for sure as we move through the weekend and into next week, it's set to turn much colder. I don't think we're likely to see any snowfall here in the southern half of England. The area that's bringing the outbreaks of snowfall is mainly going to impact the northern half of the country. And the cooling trend continues as we go into the start of next week.
Thanks very much, Wendy. Good evening to you. Well, it's been pretty mild, actually, the last few days, with more sunshine than what we had over the last few weeks.
Ruth is in Cardiff for us tonight. And Ruth, there have been some weather warnings about what's in place for a cold weekend this weekend.
Absolutely, Charlene. Now, just to put this into context, there's technically still a couple of weeks of meteorological autumn left. But winter, it seems, is quite keen to make something of an entrance. So here at Cardiff Castle, we're feeling all very festive. It's all lit up, just probably like my nose, just giving you a good illustration that temperatures are set to plummet. However, as I've been saying, not only have we got plummeting temperatures, there is a slight fly in the ointment and we could be in line for something of a wintry mix. So the general setup for next week is a rather uncertain one. It will certainly feel colder for everyone thanks to that Arctic airflow. and there is an increasing possibility of snowfall. But there are many variables that come between rain falling from the sky and landing as snow. Air temperature, ground temperature. So snow, it's not an excuse. It is generally notoriously difficult to predict. But hills and mountains are likely to be in the firing line. Looking a little ahead, the Met Office has issued a number of weather warnings. The first warning comes into force through Sunday evening until Monday morning. And this covers northern parts of Scotland and the islands as well, and we could see a wintry mix, snow and ice. And then further warnings which come into force through Monday into Tuesday, and these cover much of northern parts of England, the Pennines for example, and again some parts of Scotland. Again, snow and ice possible, but until we get there we do have a little bit of weather to get through first. So if you are heading out and about this evening, tonight or over the weekend, take my advice, layer up. I've probably got about 45 layers on at the moment. I'm still feeling the cold, and that, as I say, means that the next few days look set to be cold and colder still by the time we get into the end of next week. Charlene, it's that time of the year after all.
Oh, it is. I'll get out my winter coat. Thanks, Ruth.